Hey, what's going on, figureheads? My name is EJ Sparks with the Dragon Geeks channel, and y'all know what time it is. It's another episode of SH Figuarts versus Dragon Stars, and today we're going to look at one of the, in my opinion, best releases for both Dragon Stars and SH Figuarts. That's right, we're looking at Gogeta Blue. Alright, and of course we're going to take a look at articulation, paint and detail. We're going to scale them with other figures, and we're going to let you know if they're both worth the buy, which one's better, and who wins this battle. So seatbelts on, y'all know the drill by now. Let's hop right in. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start with SH Figuarts Gogeta right here. Let's go ahead and pick this bad boy up and look right at the paint and detail on this guy, and just from first views you can look at him and tell that he looks marvelous. And so starting with the face looks great. I really love that the smiling face is like the neutral face on here, because that's that confident, cocky smile that he had in the Dragon Ball Super movie Broly. And the hair does look really good. It's not like super glossy, there's not like a whole bunch of paint going on in there, but I think it actually does look good. Along with the eyes look good, the detail around them, the nose, the ears, everything on the face looks spectacular. And then you have like this jacket thing going on right here. If you notice, these things are actually attached to his arms to give him better articulation, which is pretty cool. The jacket looks really good. Front and back looks good. Body looks great. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of paint on this guy, but the little paint that we do got in there, it does look very good. And then we come down to the belt. The belt looks really good, and the pants look fantastic. I said there wasn't a whole lot of like paint, but there's a lot of shading going on in these pants, sort of like the SH Figuarts Gotenks. So it's not just like a solid white color. It looks really good looking at all the shading throughout the pants. And you have sort of the ankle sleeves. They look good. Boots look good as well. Jumping into articulation, his head, he looks down this much, can't really look up all that much, looks side to side, and has a nice ab crunch there. This one is one of the better ab crunches. He can lean that far forward, get some pretty good range there. His arms don't come super far up because these things kind of constrict it, but they can go up this way if you play with them a little bit. Like I said, these pieces are attached to the shoulders, so just be careful and be mindful there. We have the bicep swivel, and we have the double jointed, or actually this is more of like a single jointed elbow, sort of like the Gotenks, because it like comes up there and it stops. So with that, it's kind of hard to, like, if you want to put his hands on his hips there, like you can still do it, but because it's like a single joint, it doesn't work all that well, which is kind of a disappointment, because otherwise this figure is pretty spectacular. You even got articulation in the belt here. If you wanted to do some crazy stuff with it, you can move it around to the front, move it around to the back. It's completely articulated. And we got that 2.0 body that I love so much. So front kicks come up this much, look really good on there. Back kicks, same thing. And got that double jointed knee, so that's always a plus. And for the splits, yowie, look how much range this guy gets for the splits. He can come out really good. So if you wanted to pose this guy for like a side kick or something, would you look at that? That looks spectacular. Comes up so far. And of course, got that little ankle rocker going on in there. Sorry, I was out of frame. And we got the double jointed toe. So articulation is pretty bang on. Only thing I'm not too fond of is the single jointed elbow. Otherwise, articulation gets about a 9. So let's go ahead and jump right into accessories. Alright, so for this guy's accessories, Gogeta's a very simple character. He shows up, he raises hell, and he leaves. So you don't expect like a whole bunch of accessories, but with the hands, you have the 2 martial arts hands here, or like the signature Goku pose. You also have the 2 clinching hands, or Kamehameha hands, and over here to the right, you have the open palm hands, which is more for Ki Blast. Then for the faces, of course, you have the mutual face that comes on him in the package, but you also have the very stern straight face here. We have the yelling face right here for powering up or shooting Ki Blast. And believe it or not, this is the one that sold me right here, the base form head. It looks so good, and it has that cocky smirking smile, and this is honestly what sold me. So for accessories, I mean, you would think maybe, hey, he should come with more, like maybe a Ki Blast, but for what it is, I think it's just fine, so I think accessories get a 9 out of 10. Okay, and now for my favorite part, we're going to go ahead and scale this bad boy with some other figures in the line to see how he matches up against them. So we're going to go ahead and slide him over to the side here, and we're going to go ahead and throw in Super Saiyan Broly here. What an epic fight this was. Let's go ahead and stand this guy straight up and see how the scaling looks. So that's perfect. They scale very well together because he wasn't like a midget compared to Broly in this stage, but Broly still did tower over him just like he's doing right now. So scale looks really good there, and we're going to go and scale him with full power Broly if I can get him to fit all the way in the lens over here. This guy is a giant. Look at that. Okay, so just adjusting a bit here. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, this one is perfect because when Broly went, I guess you can call it Legendary Super Saiyan, he was literally towering over Gogeta, and this is probably the most epic fight in history. And it just looks really good. Like, that scaling is so on point, okay? And just to do, I don't know, we'll do one more just because he's here. Go ahead and throw in Whis right there since he was there at the battlefield with them. And holy crap, I got Whis to stand up. What a miracle. So yeah, that scaling's pretty on point as well because Whis is definitely taller than Gogeta, but he's not like so much taller, and they're definitely not the same height. So scaling is definitely on point for this guy. Alrighty guys, my final verdict on this guy. Overall, he looks really good. Like I said, I was sold on the base form head. And he's just about perfect. Just like a lot of the SH Figuarts, he's almost a perfect figure. Literally, the only thing that throws me is the single jointed elbow. Other than that, this guy is bang on. So I'm going to go ahead and give Gogeta a 9 out of 10. Super close to being perfect. Right now, he's running anywhere between like 85 and like, I don't know, $110. He is a pretty expensive buy. He definitely is. But I found mine for around 80 bucks. So if you can find yours for a good deal, then he's definitely worth the buy. He looks great. He's going to look well in any display. Alright, so he gets a 9 out of 10. Let's go ahead and move on to Dragon Stars Gogeta. Alrighty guys, here we go with Dragon Stars Gogeta. I picked up this bad boy last year, and I was honestly super duper stoked when I first ordered him. I was so excited when I saw that he was coming out. So let's go ahead and jump right into paint and detail, okay? So when you look at this guy, you can tell that his hair is a bit darker than the SH Figuarts, but I honestly don't mind because during that fight, during some scenes, like the hair looks darker, and some scenes it looks lighter, so it's really all how you look at it. I really like the hair, and I like the design of it too, like how it's standing up kind of nice and tall there, okay? And then you have that usual Dragon Stars Saiyan face, and it does look good. I really don't mind the stern face. I know I've told you guys before I don't really care for a lot of the faces for Dragon Stars, but this one honestly doesn't look too bad, okay? And when we look at the rest of the body, I didn't mind the tan at first, but I really didn't realize just how orange they made this guy until I got the SH Figuarts version. Like, when you stand them next to each other, it's like, holy cow, like huge difference. So I know we talked about this guy not having a whole lot of shading going on, but this one, it's like they kind of went a little bit overboard. So I'm not too crazy about the crazy tan they got on here. But the jacket looks very good, and fun fact, you can actually remove this bad boy. I know Gogeta doesn't take it off, but if you love making customs, then this actually will work very well for that. Okay, and the wristbands look really good. The belt, I actually don't mind the belt. It's nice and long, beautiful shade of blue. And then we have the pants. Even the pants have like a little bit of shading on here, which Dragon Stars usually don't do. So looks pretty nice. Of course, the ankles look good and the boots look good. So for appearance wise, he doesn't look too bad. He really does not. Then we're gonna go and jump into articulation, and you know, he looks side to side. Doesn't really look down. Of course, he doesn't really have a butterfly joint or an ab crunch like Dragon Stars never really do. But the arms come up pretty far. Pretty darn far for having this jacket up. That's pretty good. And they can do the same. They can go back. They can go forward. Got that bicep swivel with the double jointed elbow. Ding, ding, ding. And of course, we got the hands on a little ball peg. and get like this much range here for twisting. And we get to the legs, and this is the part that I don't really care for too much, okay? So you can kind of hear that squeaking. Of course, the way the body's made, you can't really do good front kicks. That's about as far as it goes. And same thing with back kicks. They kind of go out to the side, barely go out anywhere. Splits, he's got nothing for splits. You can still get him in like a decent side kick, but not nothing like too high or crazy. And then we have the knees. It's like a single jointed knee, which honestly isn't too bad for what it is. And of course we got that ankle rocker going on right here. But yeah, the legs, like, they just seem like really like stiff, like they need some WD-40 or something going on there. But yeah, so honestly, for paint and detail and articulation for Dragon Stars, he's really not that bad. He's honestly not. Alright, so off that note, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this guy's accessories. And of course, this one's going to be real quick because with most Dragon Stars, the only other accessories they have are the open hands. And so, yeah, that's about it for accessories for Gogeta Dragon Stars, so, meh. Alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into scaling this guy with other figures. If you got this Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, of course you got Super Saiyan, or Super Power Broly from the movie. And you look at the scaling and it's pretty disappointing just because Broly in this stage is supposed to tower over him, but Gogeta is just about as tall as him. Broly's taller by maybe a couple of hairs, so scaling on that is definitely kind of disappointing. And of course we had the little interaction with Frieza in the movie, so we'll go ahead and scale Dragon Stars Frieza with him. So this one isn't bad. I actually really like this one because Frieza should be shorter than Gogeta. So this one actually does work out pretty well. So as for Dragon Stars, it does scale decently. We know that their scaling isn't always on point, but if you wanted to save money and get this one and see how he scales with SH Figuarts Broly, look at that. So he's definitely much taller than the SH Figuarts Gogeta, but he still scales decently with him. Okay? Alright, guys, it is time for the final verdict on this guy right here. He honestly does not look bad. I feel like this is one of Dragon Star's better figures. So, I mean, honestly, for Dragon Stars and for the price point, he is a damn good figure, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy an 8 out of 10. Yeah, shocking, right? Well, definitely worth the buy. This guy is running for about like $24, $25 right now, or you can even find him used for under $20. You could probably find him for like $18 or $19, so I'd say definitely give this guy a try. He is worth the buy. Alright, figureheads, and we are at the conclusion of this video, which leaves the question, who is the winner? Well, I think that we're going to go and give this win to SH Figuarts, but just by a hair. And what I mean by that is everything I explained, like the price point. This is like a $90 to $100 figure, and this is like a $20 to $25 figure. And for that price point, this guy does not look that bad. He honestly doesn't. And when I got him, I had no intentions on getting the SH Figuarts version until I wanted to just test it out and see how they both look, okay? But as always, it always depends on your preference. If you are buying these figures just for display, if you're buying them to play with them, or even for customs, it's all really how you look at it. If you want better scaling and better faces and different alternatives, including the base form, definitely go with SH Figuarts. But if you just want a simple Gogeta Blue that's going to stand well in your collection, Dragon Stars is not a bad way to go, okay? So, Dragon Stars definitely lost this battle, but only by a little bit. But it's all about what you guys think. Tell me what you think, give these figures a try, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content, and I will see you on the next episode of SH Figuarts versus Dragon Stars.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon, run, dragon, come, get ready. rock the dragon, come get me. Dragon, dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z.